Hello everyone, how are we doing? Hopefully this all works. I mean, I guess we'll find out soon enough whether it all works. I gave you the song twice. That was intentional, I just want to point out. I did do that on purpose. Just more time for people to get in here, you know? More warning. More warning, that's what I was going for. That's definitely it. No further questions will be answered. Is my camera's wonky? No, I can't. I'm not fixing that. It's fine. How are we all doing? Hello, everyone. Who have we got? Hello, you have got what it takes, Kyle. I can tell. Hello, Kyle. Hello, Carnage. Oh, Des, how you doing, man? Hello, Hokum. Hello, Russell. Hello, Sanguinius. Now, Colonel or Colonel 49th? It could be either. Depends on where you're from, I guess. Hello, Dunra. I don't need Stream Elements bot, but I forgot to turn it off. It's all fine. Hey, Mike. Hey, Am you okay? Hello, Ilgoth and Zombie Painter. Hello, Cassandra. How are we all doing? Are we all good? Hello, Negatory. Right. I didn't move. I didn't move something. I've got to move something. A box of goodies. A box of goodies. That's what I had to move. As you can see right here. Got a nice box of goodies going on. We've got a Glotkin. We've even got instructions. I need the instructions for the body. Once the body is built, I'm going to throw these away. We won't need them from that point on. There'll be no point. Absolutely no point. Right, I'm going to put a little bit of cheeky background music in. Just a little bit of something. You have to tell me if that's too loud. I can't hear it because my audio setup is completely broken. But as long as it's not too loud, as long as it's okay, we're all good. We're all good. Hello, Brian and Inquisitor. Hello, DCU ACL. I was close. X-Wingers. Oh, Blind Eye, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you very much. Hello, Noel. Ooh, new house in Spain. Good lord. That sounds quite nice. Right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to build the body. That's as far as I've got. And then we're going to do things with it. So the entirety of this stream, all of this stream, this is all in aid of CALM, Campaign Against Living Miserably, suicide prevention charity for which I'm now an ambassador, which is crazy but amazing. And there is a link pinned to the top of the chat. I set the goal higher this time around, okay? I set the goal higher. Last year I set the goal at £1,500 and we raised over 6,000. So this year I've set it at 3,000. If we meet that, that would be incredible. But it's also, everything costs a lot. Everything costs more than it ever has, it feels like. So if you're not in a position to donate, then don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't get yourself worked up. You do what you can, right? You do what you can. So yeah, there should be, when you donate to CALM, there should be a big thing that shows up from Nick from Space Marine 2. It's just a gif of Space Marines landing, because that seemed appropriate at the time. So yeah, there's a link in the description, there's a link pinned in the chat, right at the top there. Either way, you should be able to get to the Tiltify campaign from there, and I think I should have a cheeky couple of things that I can do here. So if you want information on what CALM is, then you can hopefully follow a link. Hopefully, or not, or Nightbot simply won't do it. There we go. So if you want to find out more about CALM, there's a link there, and if someone shows up and they've missed the pinned comment, then we can also do donate, and that will also bring up the link for supporting CALM. Especially around this time of year, hugely important. Christmas can be very bad for some people, and there will be a lot of people who need the kind of support that CALM provides. So it's to say it's a worthy cause is putting it very, very mildly. Oh dear lord. Okay, Oh, Dunra, thank you for the 25. That's amazing. Valkyrie, that is incredible. Hang on, I can't see the messages properly. Let me just see if I can get. Let me see if I can actually see what is happening, because that would be very helpful. There we go. I can now see what's going on. That's very, very helpful. That's very, very good. Thank you so much for that, Valkyrie. Dunra, don't worry about it at all, but thank you so much for the 25. It's literally anything and everything helps hugely. So, can I do a bit cheeky? I can scale it up, so I'm zoomed in horrendously. Thank you very much, Brian and Hokum. Yes, if you want something for your donation, there's the Jingle Jam Collection 2025. That's like a whole bunch of games and stuff. So, like, if you want something for the donation, which again, totally reasonable. If you would like to do that, then there is an easy way to donate £35 and get a bunch of other stuff. Okay, we should sort ourselves a giant monster, shouldn't we? We should start with a giant monster. Let's get that on the go. Oh, there we go. Now, I'm assuming that my changing things on OBS so I can read the messages has not mangled the actual stream. No, it doesn't look like it, does it? No, it's fine. Okay, that's good. Means my framing is totally off, but it's whatever. Right. Base. We need the base. I won't throw the base away. That'll be silly. Let's get that there. How easy is the Glotkin? Let's just have a quick look. So we've got leg, gut, back of gut, other leg. Oh, we're gonna absolutely breeze through this. Really, what I'm aiming for is to get into that stage, and then that'll be it. Just give me a sec to fix the exposure on that camera. Is wild. It's wild how terrible that is. What? Why is it so rough? Okay. No, that's too dark. That's become too dark. Let's take that down a little bit. There we go. That's better, isn't it? That's better. It's not quite as horrendous. Oh, thank you, Martin. Thank you, Mike and M. Okay, well, we're already doing pretty well. This is a very good start. You're doing the same thing that you did last year, which is where I set at the goal and then it happens too quickly for me to process. Now, this is not a complaint. Please do not consider that a complaint. I don't need the box, do I? Let's chuck that over there. We don't need that. leg, gut, back of gut. I mean, I feel like that applies to a lot of us, honestly. Right. I don't like using instructions. It makes me feel like I'm cheating, even though, you know, you sort of need them to start out with. Don't need that sprue to begin with. That can go down in the pile of sprues. Oh, just before we get started on putting these together, do you want to see what else I've brought to the party so you know what we're going for? Or like what we're dealing with in terms of extra pieces? Because I can absolutely do that. Okay. So I've also got all of this. We've got some Tree Man stuff there for Sylvaneth. We've got that. We've got a whole bunch of like partially cut out dryads and stuff because they've got creepy claw hands, and I want lots of creepy claw hands. So we've got all of that. We also have the remnants of a corpse cart because I've got a fun idea for like absorbing something. I'm leaning this way because the mic is usually over here. But actually the mic's over here now, so I need to stop doing that. So yeah, I've got some of that there as well. We've got a bag of miscellaneous gubbins. Miscellaneous gubbins bag there. We've got some spikes. We've got some horrible tentacle stuff. We've got some horns. Planning on using those. Those will be fun. I've also got a big bag of skulls as well. So we're pretty set. We are pretty set here, I think. We're all looking good. Oh, thank you very much, the rules lawyer. Thank you so much, Kyle. Thank you, Katie. So yeah, that's what we've got for the sort of the creation of horrors. I feel like we've got a good range of stuff here. Oh, I am prepared to crack open my box of Skeleton Warriors. If I feel like some Skeleton Warrior torsos would help. Now this is a rare beast. This is a rare beast now. This is a rare beast because you cannot get this anymore. So, okay, I've turned the music down a bit. I'll turn it down a little bit more. It seems to have... The music seems to have got louder for some reason, but I don't really know why. Oh, welcome in, Kyle. Thank you very much. Thank you for the 15 amusing parks. So yeah, if it feels like it would be worth it, I am prepared to crack open what could be one of the last remaining boxes of Skeleton Warriors. Like, I will do it. I will do it. But I love them so much, and I need them to create more horror Sylvanas, so... Okay, all good with music. Excellent, 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 excellent. Right. What do I do with it? There we go. Get that back. Get a bit of the Glotkin on the go. 1 and 2. Well, I could have guessed that myself, couldn't I? Oh, it is a touch dark on the desk, I'm not going to lie. That could make looking at the numbers somewhat tricky. Wow, I really can't find... Oh, there it is. The numbers are so, like, they're not embossed as heavily as I'm used to on this sprue for some reason. I'm not too worried about cleaning this stuff up particularly well, if I'm honest. Primarily because it's just like... it's going to get covered in gunge and grime and stuff, and I'm going to be using a bunch of texture paint and things to do fun texture work. So if you're looking at some of the joins and going, that's rougher than it should be, don't worry, it's going to be covered in stuff. Oh, Merrimack, thank you so much for the 250. That's incredible. You guys already... What have you done already? Where are we at? Already at 925. We're already at 925. The stream has been live for 17 minutes, and 7 of that was music at the start of it. You are absolutely coming through in an incredible way right now. Oh no, it's one of these. It's this type, is it? Oh no, okay, no, I was getting annoyed then. I didn't realise it had little guides. There's little guides in there that I didn't realise were there. Oh, thank you so much, Monkey Thief. Again, don't forget, you can get the Jingle Jam collection. So now I might clean that up a little bit. I put a fresh blade. I put a fresh blade on the thing. You know things are serious when you put a fresh blade on, don't you? That sounds like something a murderer might say, but you know. Thank you so much for the £10, Big Dave. Okay, well, we're already nearly at £1,000 raised. I would say, guys, that is a solid a solid 20 minutes work. So you're absolutely outdoing yourselves right now. Okay, let's get it. I have a feeling I left this open at some point because it's not flowing as well as I'd quite like it to, but it's fine. As long as it sticks it together, it's whatever. It's whatever. Where was you? Where were your little guides? There we go. Just squeeze that a minute. Thank you so much for the 25, Josh, and thank you for the 35 Hyper Optic. Oh dear, that is... Oh, I just splashed it all down the back of his thigh. Ew. The Glotkin thigh? I mean, to be fair, Carnage, I am not getting paid £1,000 for 20 minutes work. Calm's getting money for 20 minutes work. And let's face it, this isn't work. It's not work, is it? Me faffing around with this, in no way can you consider that work. I mean, I suppose technically, if you're running a painting channel, or a kitbashing channel, no, because I'm making it seem in that case that, like, Pete the Wargamer isn't working when he's, you know, absolutely going for it with the crazy kitbashes, which is, that's doing a disservice, innit? That's doing a disservice. It doesn't feel like work, let's put it that way. Let's say that. It doesn't feel like it. Oh, you're building a Norn emissary? Are you going to have trees growing out of it? I'm guessing the answer is no. I'm assuming the answer is no. It'd be weird if you did. Oh, I've squeezed that a bit too hard and now it's popped out of place. That sounded like mildly suggestive, but I couldn't really tell you why. Okay, there we go. Right. I'm already enjoying myself. I've been really nervous about this, honestly. Which is daft, because I was really nervous about doing it last year, and it was fine then too, but that's just, you know, sort of person I am, really. Where's number 3? Oh, I see. It's because it's weird shape. It's a weird shaped number 3. I don't want that right there. Oh, if you're thinking to yourself, aren't you at risk of destroying the mouse mat that is under the new cutting mat, by the way? Newly purchased just for this, because the other one is really knackered at this point. I'm throwing away this mouse mat after after the streams are done, because it's seen some stuff. This mouse mat, it has seen various dinners eaten whilst I've been like writing scripts or editing videos that really I should have taken a break for. So there's been spillages. It's had at least 2 cups of coffee spilt on it. You know, like the Rocksmith drunk streams that I used to do. It didn't have a good time through some of those, frankly. It had a really bad time through some of those. Spillages, common. Very common. Thank you very much for the 50 at the Omen. There is a Discord, Papazulu. It's part of the members and Patreons perks. Effectively, it's just to like the lowest tier of membership on Patreon or on YouTube. It's basically just a kind of keeping the odd ones out. I don't know how else to put it. There's less chance of nonsense from people if they're having to, you know, pay a couple of quid to get access to a thing, basically. Oh, spillages is... I'm a seasoned spillager. I've been spilling for years. Nothing to do with age. I suppose technically you could argue that it like would get worse. Thank you very much, Jez and Cassandra. Another 10 from each of you brings us up to 1,100. Amazing. Right, I'm going to clear that up a little bit. There we go. I suppose I should do the same thing there. Like I say, I'm not being precious about it. Just lost the sprue. Boo! Boo, I lost the sprue. Hello, Ryan. How you doing? Oh, that's a horrible noise. Don't like that. Right, have we got little guides in here as well? Yeah, we have. Good. That makes things a lot easier. It's still weirdly fiddly. I have to say, even with the little guides, it's still weirdly fiddly. And there are some seams on these. Like, look at the seam on that. Look at the seam on it. Like, I can't clear anything out to make that better. That's just how that is. That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. This is not a This isn't a cheap kit, you know? It's not a cheap kit. Absolutely don't worry about it, Devon. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's still, you know, if said at the start, if it's not something you're currently in a position to do, it's totally fine. Right. Hello, Bradley. Oh God, I'm really struggling to get these in. There we go. I'm out of sprue goo, though. I'm out of sprue goo. Mostly because I got really lazy and I couldn't be bothered to make any more. So it's entirely a me. It's a me problem. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it's not something that has been caused by anyone else. It's entirely me being lazy as hell. I've got loads of sprues that I could turn into sprue goo. I just haven't done it. And now I'm like, oh, I could do with some. But I need to get more. I need to get more plastic cement before I can make any more. I need to get a good chunk of plastic cement. Or is it? What was that one that was? It turns out it's basically the same as plastic cement, but it's like airbrush thinner or something. But it's way cheaper. Oh, the possum has arrived. Hell yeah! How you doing, dude? Thank you so much for the 67. Lilgoth, look, have you seen how many videos I've managed to actually notify the Discord that I've put out? Have you been paying attention to that? I think you'll find... Tamiya Airbrush Cleaner, that's it. I think you'll find that I have not missed one for quite some time. Alright, I think I may have missed one not that long ago. But it was only the one. It's one out of loads. So, so there. I made a bold claim there, and then immediately had to walk it back, because I think I did miss one. Okay, so I need number 6. I think that's number 6. The way that the picture is, and the way that the part is... Oh no. Wait, what does 67 mean? What have I missed? Is this a reference that I should know? Should I know it, or should I not know it? Seems to be hard to find in the UK as cheaply as it's sold. Oh, well, yeah. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for £70. Des, thank you for the 10. Amazing work. And another 10 from... Could be the same Anonymous. We just don't know. Do I want to know what the meme is? Or is it... Is it one of those ones where it's just, like... It's just garbage? Or it doesn't mean anything, it's just, like, the repetition of something for the sake of it? How does this go in here? Like that? This is not clear. Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on. Is that it? No, that's not it. Wait, is that it? Oh, this is Tree Man levels of annoyance. How does this... What? So that goes there? Oh, hang on, hang on. Wait, no, there. The lack of a meaning is the meaning. See? Alright, so when I said it's just a garbage one where it doesn't mean anything, I nailed it immediately. That's what we're saying. Okay, there we go. I've got it. I've got it. Look. It worked. It worked. I did it. I did it. Look. Oh, shit. Okay, now I know how that goes in there. In theory. That's... naff. It is a 3D puzzle. It really is. It's a nothing. The same as Millhouse not being a meme is a meme. Yeah, alright. Okay. I can't wait for my 9, near 10-year-old to start saying it, because I'm sure she will. I mean, my eldest daughter has never played Among Us, but she sure loves drawing the characters from Among Us. And I'm like, what? you don't know what this is. And she's like, it's Among Us. I'm like, yeah, but you haven't played Among Us, have you? She's like, well, no. Well, what? Where'd you get it from? That's a deep cut. That is a deep cut. Thank you so much for the 15 Barcroth. Amazing. Sorry, Backroth. The QR code down the bottom left, it's just another one to donate. So if you follow that using your phone, it will take you to the Tiltify page to donate as well. It's just another way to, it's just another link to it, basically. Okay. Now what is this nonsense? Number 8. Okay. 8. Where's 8? 7. Where's it? Oh, there it is. Honestly, the separation on this is wild. The cool S, my 7-year-old draws the cool S. How is that still a thing? Kids were drawing that when I was in school. How is that survived as long as it has? That is wild. That is longevity like I just can't even comprehend. Oh dear, we've got some horrible little bits on this. Okay. There we go. It would not surprise me if the cool S showed up in graffiti in like Pompeii or something. Is that bit? Or is it this bit? No, it's got to be that bit. It's got to be that bit. Alright. Oh yeah, I see. What is this kit? What is this kit? Okay, there we go. Right, I know where that is now. Good. You know, it's been a long time since I've put something together where it feels like they came up with the model and then, I mean, I know that they do this, where they come up with a model and then they have to work out how to break it down so it fits on sprues. This is the first one for a while where it feels like they really didn't know how to do that, and they were just like, So if we cut if we chop that bit out, that might work. And someone else went, I mean, I don't have any better ideas, so I guess we'll just do what you said. Okay. 7. I saw that earlier. There we go. It's also really weird taking it off the sprue because there's so many holes in it. There's so many random gaps that are like, this feels like it's going to be very important later, but right now it looks like they forgot to build that bit. Which is funny, but not necessarily helpful. Okay. Oh, also, we're going to have to do a ridiculous base for this, because I love me an overcomplicated base. We're not just going to have it standing on the normal base. That's not acceptable to me. Right, and then this... Oh my god. Hang on, I'm trying... Wait, no. Is that right? Okay. No, wait, what? Does that go there? Is that there? But that doesn't match that. Where does that go? Gang. What? Does it go... Is it down? Does it go down? Oh, hang on. Oh, there we go. Okay, alright, okay, I see. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Ryan. My apologies. Is that right? No, I did. I had it. So, oh yeah, I didn't actually explain what I was doing with the Kitbash at all, did I? I think I said it in the video announcing the stream, and I haven't actually told you guys what we're building. So last year we did the big Baneblade. That was really fun. But I don't want to do the same thing every time. And I've been hankering for doing a big fantasy / AOS kit bash again, because it's been a while since I've done one. So I was like, you know what? Let's do a big chunky Cosmic Horror Mega Gargant style thing, but I want like more sort of naturey tree based stuff. So we're going to do that. Now I haven't done like a kit bash menu like I did last year, because it immediately became irrelevant, and pretty much the same thing has happened this year, where it's like almost immediately become irrelevant. Like the idea of it just doesn't. It does work, but it also doesn't work because, frankly, you give too much money too quickly, and then it just becomes, well, I guess we'll just put everything on the menu, on the model. So I assume that that's what would happen this time, and I'm pretty much correct. Pretty much correct. So yeah, okay. So that does go in there. Cool. I've also had a hankering for doing more of the like the Blackwood models that I've done before. So it's like the Sylvaneth stuff, but it's very horror based, like having the skeletons coming out of the not dryads, what are they called? Tree revenants. That's it. So that's why I went for the Wildwood, because we're gonna have horrible trees growing out of where the guys would stand on the model. And we've got some antlers and stuff. I'm probably going to do some fun things with his face. Like I'm tempted to do. I'm tempted to have his face just be a bunch of skulls, because that would be quite fun. We're all about the fun. Each donation adds a nurgling. I don't even have any nurglings. I didn't think to ask for nurglings. I should have. Mind you, nurglings just come in one big lump, don't they? Aren't they pretty much in one big lump? So it's kind of hard to add an individual nurgling. Okay, there we go. Right, that's in. That's something. Right, good grief. I think that's in. Is it? Oh, is it though? It's not really connecting with the leg properly there. It's in properly there, but it's not in properly further. This is a whole thing. This is a whole thing. I think I might take his face off. I think I might do that. I think that might be what we do. So something we're also something that I'm toying with is we'll see how we do for for total raised at the end of this stream, but I might be doing a little bit of incentives work with the giveaways, because we've got a couple of smaller things, we've got 2 really big things. I'm going to supplement it with a couple of other things as well, but we might make it so like the bigger stuff we want to get like as close to the goal as possible to sort of unlock them. That's what I'm thinking. That really hasn't joined properly down there. That is atrocious. This model is very fun, but dear lord, some of the gappage in this is just, it's just not what you want. And like to get it to close in some areas, you have to push it out of whack in other areas, which is a choice. Yeah, the new Nurgle stuff is solid, so I do want to put antlers on it somewhere, because I really want antlers on stuff. Hello, Red Mammoth. How you doing? Yeah, hide all the bad joints with hanging moss. I've also got chains and stuff. I'm going to do quite a bit of chain work, because chain is always fun. A manager in my team's chat named Daryl commented on a general chat about getting takeout Friday, and 100% meant to say Daryl's hungry, put his phone to... Oh dear. Daddy's hungry? You can't put that in the team chat. You can't, you can't do it. That is just not on. Hello, Robbie. Ooh, bit of Gundam Wing. Hello, Hawk. We're building a horrible Glotkin. That's going to be even more horrible than normal. Or at least different to the normal horrible. It's already pretty horrible, to be fair. Okay, I think gappage has been resolved. So that's nice. That's nice. There's no real way to respond to that. I don't know how you're supposed to respond to Daddy's hungry when it's coming from, like, your team leader or your boss. Ooh, oh, I don't have the Troggoth kit, but that is a good shout. I mean, technically I could probably get hold of it before the next stream, but that's still risking it. Okay, what is this part? 9. So it's just a little sack of pustule somewhere. Cool. That's 10. Oh, have we got to go to the other sprue for this? Because I'm not seeing a little sack of pustules here. No, no, I think we have to go to the other sprue. Where did I put it? Here it is. Ah, I found it straight away. Found it straight away. Look at that. Little sack of I nearly said sack of spuds. That's not the same thing. I'm just like holding these next to me. I don't know why I'm doing it. They could just go over there. That'd be easier, wouldn't it? Oh, this is going to be a pain. I can feel it. I can feel it. At the moment, Des, I'm not 100% sure. I'm probably going to go at least until 9:30 is the current plan. Oh, I've carved out too much there. That's going to be a gap. That was amateur hour, what I just did. Absolute amateur hour. Got overexcited, and that was it. To be fair, I should be just filing it, but I'm being very lazy. So much of it is, again, going to get covered in other stuff. Okay. Now I've got to do the old man routine again. These are, I don't know, platter modelling shears. They were off Amazon. They were not hugely expensive. Okay, now I need to work out again. So it's we're sort of aiming for what would technically be the arse crack, is where we're planning to plant this one. Oh, slots right in. Regret saying that it was the arse crack, having just said slots right in, but there we go. No, it doesn't really though. Oh, this bloody...
Hello, Daddy Kiradilf. I hope you're having a wonderful, horrible winter.
Oh dear. It's alright, Doreen read that out loud, so I didn't need to. Somewhat alarming. Hello, Edscar. This is why text to speech exists, so that, you know, sometimes you just don't need to you just don't need to say stuff yourself. Okay, right. That is mostly in, I think. Technical arse crack is what we call Blackpool. Doreen does have something of a sense of humour. Okay, there we go. There we go. I mean, there is just a full-on, like, hole. Like, there's a proper gap going on there, which is not ideal, but... Now you see, this is the thing. I've seen people talk about getting a text-to-speech that, like, training one, like using AI and stuff. But the one of the advantages of text-to-speech is that you don't have to read it out. That's one of the advantages. Like, that just defeats the point. You're still reading it. So if someone sends something that you fundamentally don't agree with, it's you saying it out loud. It's fine. Just leave it. Right, I need, what, 10? Now, is 10 on the old sprue or the new sprue? Wow, 33 is an absolute cluster. That is a mess. That is an absolute mess of a pile. Right, it's not on that one. It must be on this one. Oh, thank you very much for the 35 Void Imperatrix. Oh, Nightbot, I was just about to say that there is a link at the top of the chat to donate to Calm. That's why we're here. We're raising money for Campaign Against Living Miserably. So if you have some pennies to spare, there is a link there. You can also scan the QR code in the bottom left. There's also a link in the description. Plus, if you type !donate, that will give you a link as well. There's so many ways to do it. Well, I mean, there's one way to do it, and it's via the Tiltify page, but there's so many ways to get to the Tiltify page. Okay. Now, this looks like it's going to be... They're doing the thing now where they keep putting the, like, the connection point to the sprue on the edges that need to sit flush against what you've already built. And that is by far my least favourite thing that's really any manufacturer does. Like, I get that's convenient, that's the easiest way to do it, but it so frequently means things just don't sit right, because either you clean off a little too hard and so there's like a gap where there shouldn't have been, or you don't clean off enough and it simply won't sit flush because there's something blocking it from doing so. Now, they all do it, it's not a Games Workshop thing. But that just means there's, you know, more manufacturers to be annoyed at for doing it. Everyone loses. You lose because you have to deal with it. They lose because you get annoyed at them for it, although they have already got your money. So, right. Is that... There's no way that's just there, is it? No, that's silly. That can't be right. I'm starting to feel very old doing this, purely because I'm struggling to see where things fit. Like, that looks logical, but that is not correct. And it's not inside. Wait, which way is that facing? That's facing that way. Okay, so it's got to be there. Oh, hang on. Wait. No, that's not it. Just for a second. Wait, no. I think that is it. I think that's it. But it simply does not fit. Wait. Yes, hang on. Look, okay, look here, look at this. It goes in there. It goes in there. Do you see that colossal gap? You can see daylight through it. You can see daylight through that gap, and that's not acceptable. Well, what is causing that? Okay. We're just going to have to get chopping. We're just going to have to get chopping and deal with the consequences later. Get rid of that, get rid of that. There's already going to be a gap. Whatever. I've got liquid green stuff. And I've got texture paint, so... That's probably how that's going to get resolved. Oh, you little... You fuck. It's not perfect, but I've lost patience, so... Terrible. Look, it's not my fault. It's not my fault they're making this a pain to put together. I didn't design it. Hello, Rubido. Right, now I've just got to get that back in that bit where it was just then. Okay, there we go. And then... Oh, yeah. I should have just made another Baneblade, shouldn't I? I was like, oh, this is going to be super easy. It's going to be super easy. No worries. We'll get the body sorted. No time. Thank you so much for the 50, Gibaz. Amazing work. Well, gang, we're nearly halfway to the goal. Less than an hour in. Less than an hour in, and we're already halfway to the goal. Absolutely solid work. Okay. Oh, that is an ugly as hell join right there. I do, Robbie. I've got a file. I just have not got round to using it yet. I'm rushing it. I'm rushing it because I need the body to be built so that I can start doing the fun kit bash stuff. Which in some ways is not actually working out for me because I'm having real issues with rushing it. But I want to start adding weird things to it. So we've got a wildwood. We've got a wildwood box over here. So we've got trees. We've got trees there. Because I want a big tree or two growing out of his back. Then we've got a bunch of... We've also got some Night Haunt stuff. We've got some general undead stuff. We've got some Skelly Boys. We've got some Corpse Cart stuff. We've got a bit of Sylvaneth as well. For some multiple antler situation. Kit bashing. Oh my god, what's this next bit? Wait, no, I just did that, didn't I? Is that the bit I did? I'm getting so confused as to what I haven't. Yeah, okay, no. So there we go. There we go. It's gonna be legs. It's gonna be legs time. Leg day. Let's go. Let's get leg day on the go. So leg day should mean that fits in just there. Bloody hell. I mean, to be fair, I think even if you weren't rushing, this would be a pain in the backside. I really do feel like that's the case, because there's... I've got to stop nearly cutting my hand. There's just... Some of this stuff basically slots together through hope and prayer, as opposed to, like, any sort of plan. It's not God's plan, I'll tell you that much. Like, what? How does that go in there? Is it supposed to clip in? Oh. I mean, it didn't really clip in, did it? Oh, there's a big old... I see. I see what's going on here. I never put together those graveguard. I never did it, so I've no idea. I hope they're easier than this, though. This is like, what is that? What is that Night Haunt kit? Is it Night Haunt or is it Soulblight? The Morghast. I think it's the Morghast. That's one of the worst. Those come in box of 2, right? Morghast. That kit was so shit, and I hated putting it together so much that I built one and then just abandoned the idea that I had for that army and simply never bought anything else for that particular force. I was like, nah, mate. Nah, I'm not doing it. I used it for D&D, but that's all I used it for. I simply did not bother going any further with that idea, just because it would mean building a second Morghast or whatever it was called, and I just wasn't in for that. I just wasn't up for it. I was like, nah, this is bollocks. I'm not doing it. Terrible. Hello, Cinnamon Bun. How you doing? Now, the nice thing about this being so, like, gappy is that I'm able to put it together loosely, and then the plastic glue is just flowing into the cavernous spaces between the parts. Oh, thank you so much, James Core, for the 25. Amazing work. We are edging ever closer to that halfway point. Each bone is separate in the kit, and there's no place to connect some of the armor pieces. Why? What? Why? Why would you? Oh my god. That's just some sadism right there. That's sadism. That's all that is. You know, there's only one reason to do that, and that's because you're being a silly person. You watch, it'll turn out that that was made by an absolutely beloved sculptor. But still, I mean, to be fair, the models could have been made by a beloved sculptor, but whoever separated them out for going on the sprue, they might not be so beloved, especially not if it's that atrocious. Oh, did it not show the... It didn't show the message, did it? I can see the message here, however. I quit collecting, so I hobby through your videos. You tempt me back to GW's plastic crack. Then I remember, no space, no money. It's, to be fair, it's a common problem. Oh, the healthiest of hydration. A nice bottle of Fanta. I don't really know why I had a bottle of Fanta in the fridge, but I do. Oh, the Great Clean one is legendary. I love the Great Clean one. I'd never do it myself because that's a whole lot of work for... Also, so much plastic dust. Good lord. Right, I think I've got to put his disgusting back on now. Let's find his disgusting back. I like Fanta, it's tasty. Quite like Orangina as well, but that's all posh. Or at least it's expensive. I'm assuming that is number 12, isn't it? Yeah, he's only got one disgusting back, so... Oh, the tongue of concentration came out just then. Thank you so much for the 10 oh dear. Dare? I'm sure I've got that wrong. The accent over the A has thrown me. I mean, to be fair, Magic the Gathering, it's, you know, it's only cardboard. You can stack them pretty high. Not, you know, don't put them in folders, just stack them up. Stack them up real tall. Okay, there we go. Alright, I've got his gross back out. Okay, right. There's got to be all sorts of garbage going on here. There has to be. I knew it. I knew there was some. I felt it. I felt it. I knew it was going to happen. Some of the mould lines on here are atrocious as well. Like, come on. This is an expensive kit. Isn't this like 80 quid or something? I can't remember. I only can't remember because I said to Element, please could I have a Glotkin to do stuff to, and they very kindly sent it for free. Element is super supportive with these streams. They give me stuff to kitbash, they give me stuff to give away to you guys. They're great. We love Element. Thank you very much for the 10 mark. Interesting. Some of the messages are getting lost. I wonder why. Some of them come through, some of them don't. But I don't know why that is. That's the Tiltify overlay being silly. I do apologise if your message gets lost. Oh, also, would you rather have $1 million or a dog that doubles in age every Void Imperatrix? What? I'll take the money? Yeah, I'll take the money. I think that's what I'd go for. Okay, hang on. I got very distracted with trimming a bunch of crap off this gross back. Let me just scroll back up and see if I've missed anything. Yeah, but it's worth it for Iron Brew. Iron Brew is unironically excellent, so... Mental health awareness is like half of your health. I struggle to say thank you for bringing awareness. Look, I do what I can when I can, and I hope that I just hope that it helps. So knowing that it does in some way is that's all I can really want out of it. But I hope you're doing okay, Nefra. Oh god, how does this go? Oh! I had it upside down. I had his arse upside down. Look. Look. See the arse? I had that up there. Obviously, it goes that way. Okay. In theory, this should be easy. In theory. But I'm getting used to the shenanigans of this. Oh, there's an awful lot. There's an awful lot of nonsense to line up. Ooh! Oh, that was very satisfying. It was very satisfying. It actually clicked in real nice. I'm just using a thingy blade, a hobby blade. What are they called? Like a craft knife? I forgot what they're called. One of these. It's got a sharp bit on the end. And I'm just scraping away at it. Such a stupid description. No shit. Okay, fair enough. I apologise for butchering that, Dara. Also for butchering the Irish pronunciations in that acceptable losses. I tried. I swear. Okay. No, that slots in pretty decent. Okay. I do really. There's some fun stuff in Trench Crusade when it comes to Ireland. That is somewhere that I've never been, but I would love to go. Oh yeah, no, it's there, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. Run that. Oh god, I blobbed it all down the outside. Boo! Things you don't want to hear on a second death. No, shut up. I'm assuming there's going to be big spikes coming out of the arse. There's got to be big spikes coming out of the arse, right? Okay, there we go. Oh no, James. Literally got con COVID. That sucks. Thank you so much for the 25 Merkforge. Okay, there we go. Alright, okay, it's taking shape. It's taking shape. I really shouldn't have said that whilst I was looking at the arse, but it is taking shape, alright? There's nothing I can do about that. Well, I mean, there is. I can do what I'm doing, but Mountain Dew is just paint thinner with extra sugar. I've tried Mountain Dew once, and I was not... I was not hugely impressed, I'll be honest. I certainly didn't suddenly feel like I needed to become a pro gamer. I more felt like I wanted to drink something that wasn't Mountain Dew. I don't even remember Mountain Dew tasting of anything, is what got me. I just didn't really taste of much. I couldn't, like... If you said to me, what was the flavour of the drink that you had, I would not be able to tell you because I simply don't know what the flavour was. All I know is it was a liquid and it was a weird colour, and at the end of it I went, I'm going to have a Coke now because Coke actually tastes nice. So yeah. I got... So a friend of mine, I've been trying to... I say trying to lose weight. I have been losing weight. With the help of some scales, I realised I've dropped about 20 pounds over the last, like, 4 months? So I'm losing weight, but my friend was like, you drink way too much Diet Coke. You will lose more weight if you stop drinking Diet Coke. Firstly, Diet Coke is basically 99% water. There's no ingredients in it. It's just water with some flavouring, which isn't bad for you. Also, what I think people need to understand is that I have a medical issue. And the medical issue is that my body doesn't naturally produce Diet Coke. So in order to get the Diet Coke that I need, I have to drink it. And if I don't drink it, then what's going to happen? I don't know. And I'm not willing to find out. I've just got to... I just have to keep drinking it, or, you know, who knows what would happen. If your body doesn't produce Diet Coke naturally, you have to go the artificial route and ingest it. That's just how it is. Hello, David. How are you doing? Well, we've got most of the body. That's something. It wants me to do the arms... It wants me to do the arms first. Now, this is a problem, because I don't know fully what I want to do with the arms yet. I'm not... I don't... What do we do? Do we suck it up and build the arms, and then we just do mad stuff with them once they're in? Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll build the arm, but we won't put the circle for the mouth in. That's what we'll do, because we need that, because that forms a big part of the shoulder. So we'll do that, but we won't put the teeth in the circle in, because I've got a fun idea for that. I've got a fun idea in the form of the remains of a statue of Sigmar, where I've got the big hammer, and I want the big hammer. I want him holding the big hammer, because that'd be hilarious. It's the wrong hand. Is it the wrong hand? Oh, it's 2 hands. It is 2 hands. Is it 2 hands? That's very confusing. I don't think you're supposed to be able to see all of that. Well, it doesn't matter. I've never had Diet Dr. Pepper, but now I want to try it. This is the thing. That, you know, people sit there and they're like, "Oh, you shouldn't drink that." Look, if you can't make it yourself, you've got to drink it. There's literally nothing else you can do. And in the grand scheme of things, Diet Coke is not going to ruin you. It's just not. It's not ideal for your teeth and whatever, but it's not like... I'm not sitting here saying the problem with my body is that it doesn't naturally produce a litre of whiskey a day, therefore I have to drink it. If it was that, that would be a problem. You know, that would be an issue. But it's not that, so... Oh, thank you very much for the gifted membership, David. That's very kind of you. Right, now... So we got that. We need 16. Is 16 on the same one? It is! Ooh, that makes things easier. Oh, my voice went very high there. That was silly. Oh, no. Oh, gang, it's happening. It's happening. My arm's getting really itchy again. I thought I got away with it. It's not done it at all day. I'm not quite at the stage where I can scratch it, though. I've still got to look like a lunatic and slap myself. But it's... Oh, I'm getting the twitch. I'm getting the twitch from the itch. Okay, hang on. I'm going to cut this out. Ah. Okay, hang on. I apologise for how weird this looks, but the fact is, it's itchy as hell. Ah. Okay, alright. No, I need some... Where's me cream? I need me cream. Right. I'll be with you in a second. Look, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. If I don't sort this out now, it's going to drive me up the wall. I thought I'd got past the itching stage, but it's still not quite fully healed. I should give some context, really, shouldn't I? So for context, because otherwise I look like a lunatic, because I didn't actually explain anything as to what that was. I got a tattoo a couple of weeks ago, week before last, and it's still not quite fully healed. It's still occasionally itchy, and it's mostly been fine. Last couple of days it's been not too bad, but for some reason today, just now, I don't know whether it's because I'm more aware of it because I keep moving around more, but it really went. I needed my cream. No. It's the cream. I needed it. It actually really helps to get rid of the itch. Slapping yourself around and then taking the cream. That will hopefully sort me for the rest of the time. But that's... You can't properly see it, but that's what I've got. It's been mostly fine, but it went mental. So Godric. Oh, I mean, we could go a bit Godric with it. Do I have anything that we could use for that? I wonder if I've still got a Terrorgeist head or a zombie dragon head. Because that could come out at the end of the arm. What's the... Possum? What's the issue here? It's all perfectly innocent, I'll have you know. Okay, you know, that'll work. Molly. A similarly placed spider made of teeth? What? What does that mean? Also, hello, Barakai. I'm sorry. You showed up late and I didn't say hello to you. My apologies. Oh, also, Possum. I meant to do this earlier. Don't worry. You've been promoted because I've been meaning to do it for ages. I mean, a spider made of teeth sounds absolutely horrifying, and as such, I love it. That's a great idea. Yeah, I got a D20 a D20 bodied spider because we did a dumb thing as a group. It was an excellent bonding experience. Us collectively falling out of character and wandering down tunnels chasing gold nuggets until we were met by an ancient spider god. Which we shouldn't have done. Don't know why we did it. None of us know why we did it. It was basically a group out-of-body experience. But it really cemented the vibe. You know? Pretty much since that point, D20 Spider was needed. We needed one. Collectively, we needed one. Sort of. Some of us, anyway. Hello, Anthony. Welcome in. Oh, thank you. Is this going to fit there without me messing? No. Horrible big thing. Good grief. Some of these came off like pretty clean. Some of them absolutely have not. There we go. Right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. So just as a reminder again, as we've had a few more people join, we are streaming on behalf of Calm for Jingle Jam. Calm is a suicide prevention charity. Hugely important work they do, especially around this time of year, which can be super difficult for a lot of people. They operate a helpline, a literally life-saving helpline that anyone can call. It's active between 5 PM and midnight, and it is essentially open to those who need help, those who are having some sort of crisis, who are struggling with depression, suicidal ideation, and yeah, we're raising money for them. Last year we raised like £6,000, which was an incredible amount of money, but it was also hundreds of phone calls were funded using that money. So, like, what we did last year literally directly saved people's lives. So it's something that's hugely important, absolutely worth doing. Okay. So I've got that. I'm still really sure how this fits onto the body, but then I'm not sure about how any of this... Oh, no, wait, no. Oh. I know how it fits in the body. I know how it fits now. That's good. But yeah, off the back of what we did last year, last month, on the 27th of November, I was made an ambassador for Calm. So they massively appreciate what we did just as a community last year. So much so that they wanted to work with... I keep saying us, and it is us. I did say in the video where I talked about it and talked about these streams. It is like, it's my name on the page, but it is a group community effort. Like, if you guys weren't so generous, then we simply wouldn't have raised that much. Like, frankly, I cannot afford to give away £6,000 of my own money. I'd love to be able to do that, but I can't. But with all of us working together, we were able to do something really important. So yeah, that's why we're doing the 3 again this year. So we're going to kitbash something horrible, and yeah. Thank you very much, Anonymous, for the 10. Amazing work. So, what I am trying to do... I did try to do this last year, but I couldn't quite figure out the best way to do it. And I also wasn't sure how to go about approaching companies and stuff. What I want to do is do a monthly stream, like a monthly fundraising stream. But I will hopefully have help this coming year. That will mean we'll be able to do like a monthly stream, and in those monthly streams do some fundraising and do some giveaways. Like I've built up some pretty good stuff with different companies over the last year. And I'm hoping we can sort of use that to give like a really big incentive for people to join those streams, to, you know, give a little bit of money here and there and do something for Calm effectively every month, and then it'll like culminate in, you know, the big push in December with Jingle Jam. That's kind of what I'm thinking. A lot of it as well, ironically enough, a lot of it as well is I struggle with streaming because I get nervous and worried about it. Like, I get really stressed about streaming, which is its own hurdle to overcome. And I also have my own issues with, like, depression and anxiety, and so sometimes doing things like that doesn't feel feasible, even though I know that it is. But in a way, that's just one of the things that makes Calm such an important thing to me personally. Like, there's definitely been times in my life, especially when I was younger, where I wish I would have known about Calm. You know, instances where I was not doing well at all, but at the time I didn't know that Calm existed, so I didn't know that there was, you know, that resource there to help. But now I do. And now that I do, I want everyone else to know as well. Hence, making horrible stuff. Horrible stuff for a good cause. I mean, it's the best way to do it, isn't it? I run my own LGS now. Send positive vibes. That's awesome. I hope that is a massive success for you. And I'm sure it's an absolute cakewalk running your own... No, I'm joking. It's obviously going to be a lot of work. But you have the potential to do very cool stuff with your own LGS. Oh, thank you very much, Lochin. Okay. We've nearly got this arm done. We just need to get to the point where we can put the top of the Glockkin on, and then we're set. Then we can start doing silly things to him. We need a solid foundation, is the thing. This is annoyingly one of those miniatures where I think to do something hugely transformative would be an absolute pain in the backside. But we are going to do our best to do exactly that. We just have to get the... We need the chassis first. I mean, it's an appropriate description, isn't it? The chassis of the Glockkin. Even that sounds weirdly suggestive, and I'm not sure I like it. Oh, Void Dragon for Christmas? That is a quality present. Is anyone else just thinking June? Anyone? Bit of what's it? Shai Hulud. Okay. Nope. There we go. God, honestly, the way these fit in. There's so many gaps. It's so full of gap. Why? Bless him, they make good miniatures, but you don't half wonder sometimes. Oh, no way. Of course you've got... I don't know why I'm acting surprised. Of course you've got a June popcorn bucket. Of all the people I know, it was only ever going to be you who had one of those. Okay, this is where we need to make a choice. Because this is going to go here. Allegedly. Get in there. Right, that goes... So that goes there, right? That goes there. Roughly. Sort of. Allegedly.
Merry
Thank you
Christmas,
very much,
Kieran.
Decknell.
Have
That's
a
very
wonderful
kind of
time
you.
with your family.
The other arm, I'm not feeling the other arm. Everyone has to... Wait, everyone has to grab their Eurovision sweepstake from the bucket. What a combination of franchises, Dune and Eurovision. I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, I like both, so honestly, pretty solid. But what the hell? I bet I am willing to put money on you having that idea before you even got the popcorn bucket home. I feel like you got the popcorn bucket, or before you even bought it, you were like, I know what's happening with this later on. Would I be correct in either of those guesses? Okay, so I've got to get a bunch of glue in there. Hello, Schnubbuts. Schnubbuts? Knew it. God, this is such a... Right, okay. I'm just going to have to wing it. Arm it, technically. Terrible joke. Why even say it?
I can't stop drinking NULN oil.
We've all been there. We've all been addicted to Null Oil at one point. So I'm taking the Glockhin and I'm turning him into a horrible, like, tree monster thing. You know, as you do. Okay, right. And that went there. It did it before. Now I've got the glue on. I can't get it to do it again. Ah! Get in there. Right, there we go. I think I was overcomplicating that. I think I was overcomplicating it. Okay, there we go. Right, let's just... What's a little oil and Eurovision? Oh, God. Oiling up the tendrils of the Dune bucket sounds altogether too suggestive for my liking. Just sounds way too suggestive. Not a fan. Not a fan of that. No. Nope. Okay. How are we doing? So many gaps. Why? Why though? Why is it so gappy? Wow, I've just noticed is my camera heavily on the wong? I think it is, isn't it? It's all tilted to the side. When and how did I do that? The Glockhin is such a fantastic model, it almost makes the end times okay. Look, from what I've learned, I'm fairly sure that collectively it's been decided that nothing makes the end times okay. Okay, I'm gonna risk something here, and I'm going to see if I can wedge its like top on well before I'm supposed to. I don't know that I'll be able to pull it off. I might have to do some nonsense, but I think I'm going to be missing too many supporting elements, frankly. I just want it on so I can start doing tree stuff. Storm Fiends are pretty cool. Storm Fiends are pretty solid. Okay. You know, I'm looking at this and I'm already seeing that this will not work. But which part is that? 26. 26? Yes, it is 26. So it looks like we do need the head. We do need the head. That is an important section. But I don't necessarily want the head, because I want it to be a bunch of skulls. So, how do we achieve our goal? How do we manage this then? Because I can see his the ring for his neck. Words, few people have spoken. I can see the ring for his neck here. Okay, let's get that. There we go. Nearly poked myself in the face with the snips there, but that's fine. So that... Alright. Just a bit of sandworm arm, that's all. Perfectly normal, nothing to see here. Okay, so that wedge is in there, allegedly. Okay, no, it does. Okay, that does wedge in there. Doesn't sit for... Okay, yes. Alright, okay. I'm doing some of this the wrong way around, and I know I am. I know I'm doing it the wrong way around. It doesn't matter, it's fine. It's fine, because I have a plan. So with that in there, that then goes... It's got a little clip. Go side on. Yes, it does. Sort of. I mean, it does. I'm just putting it in the wrong way. I want to look in it just to... Okay, there we go. So that there and that there, I'm dry fitting this, and I'm sort of thinking maybe we can get away with it. Maybe we can. Now, if we can get away with this, if we dry fit this and it works, I'll be delighted. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. All right. That is a significant gap that we're left with there, which is kind of a problem because I'm not sure what we will do to fill that. That other arm does feel kind of important at this stage, just for filling that gap out, but... Do we just risk it? Do we just gamble? Do we just gamble and see what happens? Because I'm thinking maybe we get a bunch of trees and we take a bunch of the spikes and have it all like grow out the side. So this side just gets absolutely rammed full of foliage and stuff, like it's exploding out of it. Okay, all right. I think that's what we do. I think we gamble. We gamble and win. We gamble and win. Oh, that's a good point, Barakai. I should have ordered some milliput. I'll do that before the next stream. It's fine. Right. Whew. Every now and again, you've just got to throw caution to the wind and completely skip a significant chunk of the instructions because you don't want to follow them. That's it. There's no real other reason for that. It's just that, really. Although I can't remember. There we go. 90% of the gamblers quit before hitting it big. This is not a life lesson or viewpoint supported by the channel. If you are gambling, you should know when to stop. Okay? What an amazing bit of advice. I mean, you don't want to stop gambling when you could end up, like, absolutely smashing the jackpot. Just keep going. Just keep going. It's literally never gone wrong before, so... Oh, thank you very much, Norster. Okay, let's get rid of that, a bit of that. And we'll need to get rid of a bit of that. Right, there we go. Right. I have just realised, an hour and a half in, never actually shared the fact that the stream was live in the Calm Discord. So I'm going to glue this, and then I'm going to do that, because, what a dummy. Get it in there. There we go. It's true. There is realistically a fair amount of gambling that goes on simply in wargaming. But it's not like, you know, unless you're playing for pink slips or something. Which I'm sure people have done, but... Up. Okay. That is drying. I'll give it a second. Invest in a good checklist. What? Put it all on black. Put it all on red. Put it all on black. Pretty sure that's how that works, right? You just put it all on red and all on black. That way, if you do it alternately, then there's no chance that you won't win. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Keep what you kill. Isn't that the Necromonger way? Do people place bets on who would win in 40k tournaments like LVO? Someone must do. I don't see it showing up in your local Coral, but I'm pretty sure someone will have either made or lost money on that. $50 of the time, it works every time. Okay. I'm like, this is a make or break part of the build. Okay? This is where we're at. This is make or break, this part of the build. Because there's no going back to sort this out if it doesn't work later. There simply isn't. Like, if this goes wrong, we've made our gross, horrible bed. We will simply have to lie in it. Alright? That's not sitting properly at all, is it? Why not? Have we got any nonsense sprue bullshit? Oh, thank you so much for the 25, Russell. Amazing work. DraftKings. AOS. AOS DraftKings. Oh my god. I've only got a couple of tools. I could probably do with a few more. Gang, we are... Oh no, I've got to do maths. We are 38... Yeah, we are £38 off hitting our... like, halfway through the goal. We're nearly halfway there. If we could get halfway there in this stream, that would be incredible. Do I... Oh, yeah, I build other brand kits. Yeah, 100%. I mean, well... I've built quite a lot of Archon Studio stuff. There's also, like, 3D printed stuff. Although a lot of that is, you know, I've printed it. But it still, you know, requires assembly and... that sort of thing. But yeah. Okay, we're at the make or break point. I'm gonna get the horrible fleshy top on. Why is that not sitting properly? I might just have to really drag it in there. I think that's going to be the only way we do it. There's something getting in the way, but for the life of me, I can't work out what it is. I feel like we've got a little bit of leftover sprue somewhere, but I can't see it on any of these sections. So I don't know why it's not sitting correctly. But it is... Ooh, hang on. Wait. I think I just spotted the culprit. If we can get rid of that, we might sit properly. It's in a really awkward, annoying position. But I think might be able to just scrape it a little bit. Is that the only one? It probably isn't, because I've already missed one, but I can't see... Alright, we'll see where it goes. Oh my god. The Mini Valkyrie, £250. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And then £10 from Schnubberts. Okay, I mean, we've absolutely... half the goal, over half. Nailed an hour and 45 in. Amazing work, guys. That's awesome. Oh god, I can't get the thing in now. I just want to see if it sits properly. No, that's incredible. Thank you so much, Valkyrie. Come on, you... Oh. Right. I'm out of patience. That is just going to get texture painted to hell. I'm not... I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Therefore, that bit can get to fuck. I've had enough of it. No, that's awesome. Amazing work, guys. And again, the money raised will literally save people's lives, because it'll be used to operate the helpline that Calm runs. It means that there is a group of people, a team dedicated to talking people down, to giving people the reassurance, the company, the help that they need when they are at their absolute lowest and considering doing something that cannot be reversed. So you are literally saving people doing this by donating. Okay. Yeah, that is just not going to sit properly there. That's not going to sit properly there. So, Halloman, I am using the Glotkin to create a sort of horrible, rotten, like, spirit of the forest thing. So we're talking trees, we're talking skeletons embedded in trees, we're talking foliage and all sorts of horrible nonsense. That section is getting on my nerves. It should fit, but it won't. And I don't know why it won't fit. Oh dear. Oh god. I mean, admittedly, there's a huge amount of support just missing. Like, there's a huge amount just not there. Like, there's a lot that could go wrong in that section, so I'm not 100% surprised that it's not sitting properly, but it'd still be nice if it did, you know? Oh god, I've got to stop nearly putting my hand down on that. Right, there we go. There we go. Well, this is the thing, Hallerman. What I'm considering doing a little bit differently this year. Last year we gave away the tank that we built, right? I'm considering not doing that this year. Instead, adding it to my Cosmic Horror Mega Gargants, the ones that are not yet painted. Painting them, like, over a series of streams. Again, fundraising. So we basically paint a Cosmic Horror Mega Gargant army. And then take it to a tournament. And do like a literally a charity tournament thing where, like, people can pledge a certain amount, and we could do it like a choice. So you can either pledge to donate an amount if I win a match, or pledge to donate an amount if I lose a match. I mean, I'll be honest, if you pledge to donate if I win, then the chances are we won't make very much from Calm. But, you know, it would be a fun thing to do, and it would be a fun way of, like, raising additional funds and doing some cool stuff with it. Yeah, it always comes down to gambling, Ketis. Like we've established, if you don't keep gambling, you'll never win. You've just got to keep going until it works. So I don't know what I'd put this guy in for Trench Crusade. A friend of Baba Yaga, maybe? I don't know. He's a bit weird. Okay, I mean, he doesn't look like much right now, but we are finally reached the foundation point. We've finally reached the foundation point. We are now in a position where we can start doing mad stuff to this. The first mad thing is I want to get a bit of tree on the go. I want to get a bit of tree growing right out the top, and I want to get a bit of tree coming out the side, yeah? That'll stand us in good stead. That'll stand us in good stead for doing more mad stuff. So it's time to get the wildwood out. Also, we still have a bunch of spikes and cool stuff on here, so that's good. This is going to end up being the same thing as last year, where I just end up with a bunch of crap strewn all over the floor, and then I get annoyed about it. Because I'm like, oh god. British pork for his family? Did you say British pork for his family? Lil Goth. Because if someone donates, if we get up to 1800 right now, I will play the pork clip. I'll play it. Straight up. If we get to 1800, the pork clip is coming out. Now don't tell me that you don't all want to hear the pork clip. Because I know you do, and I know you're lying if you say that you don't. Everyone wants the pork clip. There's going to be people here who have never heard the pork clip. Do you want to Do you want to deprive people of the Necromundan pork clip? Is that what you want? Is that seriously something that you'd be content with, for people to not know what the Necromundan pork clip is? See? There's curiosity already. There's already curiosity. There's already questions. There's already questions. Just what is the Necromundan pork clip? And the thing is, there's only one way to find out. There's only one way to find out, but the problem is we're just not gonna get there without a bit of help, you know? I want nothing more. I genuinely want nothing more than to play the Necromundan pork clip. And I'll do it. I've got no problem doing it. But, you know, we're here for a purpose. We're here to make a difference, right? And if Necromundan pork can help with making a difference, then I feel like it's the only way forward. Kyle wants the Necromundan pork clip. Come on, surely we can get there. Kyle started us off. God, this tree is massive. I forgot how big the... Whoa! I forgot how big the tree is. Don't you want to be able to say... Don't you want to be able to say... We helped literally save lives by donating to see the Necromundan pork video. Oh, God. Right, come here. I'd forgotten how much of a pain these are to get off the sprue. There we go. I nearly stabbed myself in the neck. Again. I've got to stop nearly stabbing myself in the neck. Right. I don't need that right now anymore. That can go down there. I'm burying the cream under sprues and instructions. See, Cassandra knows the deal. Cassandra knows how important the pork clip is. Okay, I want it in there. So, hang on. Let's move some stuff. Oh, there we go. Barakai's come in. It's got what it takes. Surely you want to know whether or not my wife's got what it takes. Surely you want to know that. Okay, so I'm going to have to do some cutting and chopping. See you later, Possum. Thank you so much for hopping in and for helping with the cause. Oh. The Mini Valkyrie is back with 78 to get the port clip, but Hallerman has also joined with another £30, which means we are 50 over. I shall pause the music, and it's time. It's time for pork. Everyone ready for pork? Ready for pork? Let's have some pork. Got what it takes, my gang. Got butchers round. Got roast rourke for lunch. Got plenty of taste, Orlock pork. Real value for credits. Skinner's got plenty. Cutter's got plenty. We all have plenty. Plenty to go around. Rourke's wife. It's got what it takes. Corpse grinder pork. What's it got? It's got Orlock. Got rourke for lunch on Sunday. Every time. Every time. It's so stupid. It's so bad. Right. Oh, you know what? We're 50 over. We're 50 over. We can get a girth gang.
Girth gang!
Right. Worth pointing out that, the Necromunda edit of the pork advert, it's not that different to just the normal advert. It's not that different to the normal advert. Oh god, do you want full moon as well? Sure, I'll do. You know what? We're over by 50. We can do full moon.
Full moon!
That's the worst one. That's the worst one. The full moon one is definitely the worst one. I'm just trying to work out what the best way of doing this is. I'm going to cut off all the stuff at the bottom. I know that much. I like the idea that multiple people have said they came from Adeptus Ridiculous. And if you came from Adeptus Ridiculous and this is your first time watching me stream, I'm curious. Thoughts? Oh yeah, the normal advert is literally 1970 something. I can't remember the exact date, but I believe it is the 1970s. It's 1974 or 1975, isn't it? Okay, I'm butchering these snips. I need to get a cheap, nasty pair out. Come here. There we go. You shall be the sacrificial lamb. Yeah, you're not wrong, Lil Goth. Generally speaking, I'm actually way worse at keeping things on track. You know what? I feel like I don't do a good job of advertising the fact that I'm on Adeptus Ridiculous twice a month. Do you know I do another podcast as well? Me and DK and Shy, we've got on a whole other podcast. It's called Acceptable Losses. It's really good. Hang on a second. I think I'm receiving a message, and I don't know what the message is. I'm trying to find out. Oh. No. Oh. Oh. No, there we go. I was receiving multiple messages. I can't check some of them now, but I've got at least one that I will have to respond to at some point. There we go. This is absolutely wrecking these snips. They are getting obliterated. These are some that came out of a 3D printer. You know when you buy a 3D printer, an FDM one, you get the box of low budget bullshit. These are out of one of those boxes, so I don't care about them because they are cheap and nasty. Oh, there we go. The next episode of Acceptable Losses is the film / epic poem Aniara, which I wrote the script for in like a couple of days in a burst of inspiration, and I'm super happy with how it came out. I think it came out really well. I'm tempted to just saw this in significantly, really saw it, because what I want is for it to be sticking out, and it's just not going to cut it when it's like that. There's too much gap and nonsense, and it needs to be further in. I mean, I could do something silly, like have it grow out of there, but then I'd need to bulge it up underneath. Why'd I say that? Tempting. It's very tempting. Oh, thank you very much for the £10, Necrodemon. That's amazing. Oh, I've just realised I never turned the music back on. There we go. Oh, Yeah, I sort of want it shoving out. If I could get rid of that, that would be kind of good. I got rid of that. I could cut away a section there, because it's just a little bit too wide to wedge in. But if it could wedge in, that would make it way better. Do we commit? Do we hard commit and try and cut away that? Just chop into it, and then we can get this like right in there. Get it right in. That feels doable, actually. That feels doable. I think we might do that. Because what I want to do is have that coming out of there, right? Growing up, but to the side. And then we have another one that's going off at an angle on the left. It's kind of what I'm thinking we go for. That would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty decent. Put it in there in 2 parts. I don't know that I can wedge even one part in. See, this is where I think we just do it. We just do it. I'm not here to piss around. Alright? I'm here to make something horrible. Oh, we didn't like that.
Bravo,
Oh, thank you,
brilliant.
USA. Oh, it's not a fan. I can feel it doing interesting things. There we go. If you're thinking to yourself, there's no way that this is how you normally kit bash stuff, you're only doing this because it's on stream, I think you'll find this is exactly how I normally kit bash stuff. This is exactly how I do it. I'm not doing anything differently for you lot. See you later, guys. Thank you for joining, and thank you for donating. And I'll see you on Friday, hopefully. One way or another. Okay, now I just snap it. Ooh, that's satisfying. Okay, there we go. No, that's way better. Still a bit wide, but that's fine. That's fine, because now I know what to do to get that bit in there. I have a horrible feeling it might be an online seeing as opposed to an in-person seeing, but we'll see. Ugh. Yeah, no, I've got a plan. I've got a plan. Chop that. Oh, oh yes. That's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. That's it. That's what I wanted. We've only gone and done it, gang. Why am I leaning towards the camera instead of the microphone again? We've only gone and done it. We've only gone and done it. Oh, God. Right, okay, there we go. So, glue that, and then we're good to go. You haven't been watching since the unit loss days, have you, James? Yeah, I mean, it did sound kind of expensive, but it's fine. It's all for a good cause. What's a bit of absolutely trashing expensive Games Workshop plastic between friends? I'm not gonna lie, I'm real happy how that worked. Like that, I feel like that worked so nicely. I'm kind of surprised. I thought it would be worse than that, or it would take more than that. But no. no, it all came together. Also, I'm going to have a little bit of foliage coming off this tree, but where the little holes are for the foliage, human skulls fit in there quite nicely, I think. I'm guessing. I haven't actually tried it before, but I haven't tried any of what we're doing today before, so... Get that in there. Squeezy, squeezy. You got to squeeze these for ages, these trees. Oh, Reti with another £25. Amazing. Guys, we're not... I'm just throwing it out there. We're not far off £2,000 already. We are not far off 2,000. That's incredible. Like, this is stream 1. This is stream 1 and we're nearly at 2,000. You guys are amazing. You are absolutely amazing. Oh no, you don't want to fall asleep mid modelling. Oh yeah, the first Game Station one. It's a funny story about that, right? So we got invited to be on that podcast, and we were like, we're a pair, we're a duo. It would be cooler for us if we were both on camera. But from as far as we knew, it was a case of, you know, there was the 3 regulars, and then there was only space for one of us as a guest. So I got in my car, which at the time was I'd only just passed my test, and it was like a 1.9 litre turbo diesel Fiat Punto, and it was a bit spicy, and I absolutely raced to Stylosa's house, because I was like, I mean, if I just have to sit in the background, that's fine, I'll just sit in the background, but it'd be great to have us both in, even if I'm not really doing anything. So I raced there, and got there, and then as we were about to start, Total Biscuit was like, I think, was it Jesse couldn't make it or Dodger couldn't make it? I forget, but one of them wasn't able to make the podcast because they were caught up somewhere else, and they were like, I mean, you should just both be on it. But we didn't know that until 10 minutes before it started, and it's like a half-hour drive. So I was like, if I left now, even if I break the speed limit the entire way, there's no way I'm getting home in time. So instead, there was like 3 people, but I was just in the background. And then the next time, they had someone not able to make it, when it was TB and Dodger, and then the 2 of us, they were like, okay, you can both be on instead. Which I couldn't believe that. If I was lazy and I just stayed at home, I would have been able to just join in that first one. But no, we were like, we've got to make the most of this, and so I drove there and then just sat in the background like some sort of podcast goblin. Unnecessarily, it turns out, because I could have actually just talked and been in it. It's pretty funny, to be honest. I wasn't like annoyed. I was like, wow. imagine misjudging it that badly. And yet, we did misjudge it that badly. Okay, I got this in last time. What did I do? How did I get this in? Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh. Wow, okay, I need to wedge it in a bit more. Ooh, now, what's the best way to do this? There, that's it. That's it, right there. I need to... Thank you for the £10, Anonymous. Amazing. We are edging ever closer to that £2,000 number. Yeah, the first one was the game station, and I think the second one was co-optional. Because it went through a rebrand, didn't it? But I can't remember which ones we participated in. Oh no! Okay, that's gonna have to be super glue. Yeah, no, that's gotta be super glue. And when I say super glue, I mean a shitload of super glue. If in doubt, loads of super glue. Super glue is like gambling. You just keep doing it until it works. Oh, look out, Toast with the 35. Amazing, amazing, amazing. No big guns this time, but still worth it. Excellent. Sorry, Necro Demon, I missed your message earlier. Hey, look, any donation is a good donation. It's all going towards literally saving people's lives. So what you can give is enough. Full stop. Okay. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Right, I'm just going to move a few things out of the way. Okay, let's shift that. Let's shift that. I can't believe we're nearly at 2,000 already. There we go. There we go. We've got the first tree. The first tree. And I'm loving that. I'm loving that. That's a great start. Look at that. Obviously, it'll be a bit fragile, but once we've got a bit of texture paint and we've packed it out with a few things here and there, it'll be way more solid. But I'm liking the fact that he's only got one arm currently. I'm actually quite liking the one arm look. I'm really, like, just... I was hoping that this concept would work, but actually seeing it like this, I'm like, oh, it actually is working. That's pretty cool. I'm leaning towards the wrong side again. I moved the microphone from over here to over here purely so that I didn't keep, like, knocking it, because it keeps getting in the way of the camera and stuff. And I've got a new mic stand as well, and I just keep forgetting it's here and not there. Literally, all the time I've been recording, my microphone has been on this side of my face, and now it's on this side, and it's taking some getting used to. Oh god, yeah, I forget who that was, but his mate just kept sitting in the background and making snarky comments. That was wild. I didn't understand what happened there or why. I was like, I don't know. It was a choice. It was a choice that I didn't necessarily understand. To be fair, I don't think anyone else really understood it either, apart from, you know, the mate, who seemed perfectly happy about it. But just odd, just all round odd, you know. Have we got any miscellaneous? Oh, we've got some horns and stuff that we can ram into the gaps, so that's good. That's something. We've got a bit of tentacle we could stick poking at us somewhere. What's coming out of his gut there? There's something coming out of his gut, and I don't know what it is. We'll work it out later. Oh. Oh shit, I've just remembered I'm recording acceptable losses tomorrow. I need to not destroy my voice today, because I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it for the podcast. I also can't remember what we're recording for it. I need to find out. That's bad of me. I've been really busy, okay? I've been extremely distracted. I'm absolutely using this hammer. This hammer Like, ooh, that's a fun way to do it. So what if the hammer is coming out of the arm like that? What about that? What do we reckon? I'm leaning the wrong way again. Anonymous with the 25. Amazing work. Absolutely love it. So we are at 1,955. You guys are crushing it again. Again. Oh, I wonder if we could... Bit of foliage? Bit of foliage in some of the gaps? Could try that, couldn't we? Interesting. Okay. Thank you very much, Momo. Right. So this is the Glotkin James Corp. It's... I guess you'd... like Great Unclean One adjacent. Maybe I should have said we'll do a Great Unclean One, but I like the profile of the Glotkin better for this. I like the Great Unclean One is super fat, which is fun. But I felt like I wanted something that looked more mobile. Because the Great Unclean One basically just looks like a rotten cabbage. And it's cool, don't get me wrong, I do like it. But it doesn't look like it can really walk anywhere. So... I'm confused. A1, A2... Oh, it's because it's the bottom part as well, I see. Yeah, so there is only 3 trees. Alright. So I want A1 and A2, don't I? Yeah. Well, what did I do before? It wasn't A1 and A2, was it? It was A1 and A2. Alright, so I actually want A4, A5. No. What? I'm losing my mind. It is A1, A2. For God's sake. Jesus Christ. Help. I'm starting to lose my mind. It's starting to go. Yeah, it's a very imposing model. Like, all the textures on it make it look like it'd be super, super fun to paint. But I just don't find it appealing as a base for conversions. Because there's not much you can do with it outside of sticking stuff on it. Which I know that's what we're doing with this, but we were able to do things like not put in the arms or the head. No, thank you very much, Lumi... Oh, no. Lumi Valkoinen? Sure. Close enough. Maybe. I'm not really the one to decide that. I've got something stuck in my throat. Ah. Okay. I want to get this other tree situated. And then I think probably we're going to call it there. Because by that point we'll be going for at least 2.5 hours. And I do have a podcast to record tomorrow. But... what did I just cut out? I slept really badly. And I'm starting to lose track of what I'm doing. As I get tired, I'm like... getting confused. Which, I mean, happens easily anyway. But yeah, this is an incredible start to these streams, guys. If we were able to hit that £2,000 mark before we end, I would just... it would be the icing on the cake, because the turnout's been fantastic, the support has been amazing. Yes, yes! Yes. Okay, it's back to the naff ones. I would say, Momo, for most people, their first models don't look how they want them to look. They just don't. Because it's like any other skill. It takes practice. But the only way to actually, you know, get any better at it, and the only way to do anything with it, is by starting off in the first place. So if there's an army that you really like the look of, then give it a try. Frankly, we're in a golden age for learning to paint right now. Back in the day, if you didn't know how to paint, or you weren't an experienced painter, you were shit out of luck, because you could learn from maybe someone local, but like, when I first started playing, painting guides on the internet simply didn't exist. Now, you've got golden demon winners just giving away what they do. Yeah, some of them do Patreon and stuff, or like a paid website or service. There's a lot of those. There's also an absolute metric ton of free tutorials out there that will tell you clearly, cleanly, concisely how to paint a miniature. Like, this is the best time to start learning how to paint Warhammer or any model. It's also like, you don't need to go straight in with people who are pro painters either. Like Sonic Sledgehammer, right? Great YouTube channel. Really lovely guy. He focuses on easily achievable paint jobs across, you know, squads. If you want to start painting Necrons, you will find something on that channel that will basically mean that you can start painting them straight away, and you will produce a decent looking model and a decent looking unit. What do I think this is going to look like when it's finished? Fuck knows. I don't know. I've no idea. I would love to say I have a clear vision for this. I don't. I'm just sticking trees to a Glotkin. I'm sticking trees to a Glotkin until it looks the way I want it to look. And frankly, I'm already getting to the point where I'm liking the way it looks. So, oh, that's super glue. Oh, amazing, Momo! Thank you so much for the 35, and Junt for the 25. Guys, we've hit it. 2,000 in the first stream. Absolutely incredible work. I'm just here doing this bullshit. You're the one, you know, raising the money. You're the ones contributing to this. And that's amazing. That is an insane start. Thank you so much. Again, it is literally life-saving. The money that you are contributing is keeping people alive. So, huge thank you. And, I mean, honestly, well done. Because, yeah, it's hugely important, and you are helping to keep it going. So thank you. Okay. I'm blown away by the support, guys. Thank you so much. Ooh, that's a bit... I left some sprue on there. It's disgraceful. Imagine. Oh my god, that was terrible. Oh, wow. There we go. Thank you. Let's get rid of that. This thing's going to look absolutely mental. When this is done, it's going to look so mad. Also, I'm going to have to... I don't know what I'm going to do with the camera, because it's tall. It's tall. It's not the Baneblade. The Baneblade was like long and rectangular. This is an infantry model, so well, you know what I mean. Like, if I can, maybe I'll have to put him really close. I don't know. Okay. Some parts of this model are still so squeaky because they're just not fully fitted together. Okay, so we've got the tree. The tree is assembled. And now I'm trying to work out the best placement for it up here. Because I want it up here, right? Because I want that extra angle on it. And really, it's going to be lazy. It's going to be lazy because I'm just going to shove it on there and then I'll work out how to pad out underneath after the fact. I'm thinking probably I might milliput. I'll get some milliput, and then what I'll do is ram a bunch of skulls into the base of the tree, because there's going to be skulls in the tree anyway. But if we did that from there, I think that would work quite well. Like a little mountain of skulls on top of the head. It'll look really freaky and weird. And let's face it, that's what this whole thing is here for. So, oh, maybe that's the... Oh no! I keep finding bits of superglue that aren't dry yet. Okay. Yeah. So we're going the superglue route again. Okay, we need some there. Okay, technically, yes, I did drop the superglue, but to be fair, I bottle flipped it and it was fine. So, oh, this is this might require some of the special sauce. This might require some of the special sauce, and by the special sauce, I mean UV resin. This might require a bit of that, just to get it situated, because it's not happy. Yeah, that's just not sticking, is it? Because there's no real contact anywhere here, I don't think. Alright, you know what? It's not like superglue's expensive or anything. A whole tub of Loctite just on getting a tree on a fucking Glockin, sure. Okay, okay. Okay, there we go. All I need is to get just enough superglue to adhere for me to then get the UV resin on it. That's it. Oh yeah, you do, James. Normally, when I'm assembling plastic models without kit bashing them, or at least if I'm kit bashing them, I'll use plastic glue. But for something like this, I find it easier to superglue initially. Then I use other parts to like anchor it in using plastic glue. But the contact points are so small that quite often the plastic glue just doesn't set properly. Whereas with superglue, I can get to the point where that is now stable enough. We may have to put him on his base just whilst we're doing this stuff. Just a little dab of super glue on the foot, just so he's stable. And then we'll snap him off it when we come to do the base. Do I have any deep hobby knife hand scars? Not any deep ones, no. I've nicked myself. Yeah, I've really caught myself here and there, but nothing horrific. Oh, cool. Doesn't even want to stick there. Come on. It doesn't even want to stick to the base. That's a new one on me, actually. Normally. How bad is the contact point on that foot that it's simply not sticking? Alright, well, we're not doing that, I guess. I guess. It says no. Glotkin says no, so we're not doing that. That's honestly irritating, but okay. Right, now I'm going to get a bit of the old UV resin on the go. Just make sure that tree is going nowhere. Just check the torch is charged. It is. Good. Okay. You know what? I'm down. I'm down for that. Skulls. No, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. A skull for every £1 rate. No, that'd be mental. But we are creating a horrible tree thing using the Glotkin and a wildwood and some vines and some skulls, and I've got various dryad parts, and I've also got a bunch of undead stuff. We're just creating a horrible monster. A big, horrible, gross monster. And so far, I feel like we're doing pretty well with it. Why am I've just realised something, right? Because I've been gluing this goddamn model together, I was just holding this UV torch as though I was waiting for it to finish gluing on either side. Like, I was squeezing it super hard. There we go. That's that bit done. Where else shall we... There we go. That's prime UVing. Has anyone else been recommended cow hoof trimming videos? No, I can honestly say no. Although I have been recommended horseshoeing videos recently, so not that far off. Oh, Monkey Mail with £25 donated. Amazing work. Absolutely love it. Hell yes. I love basing miniatures. I used to hate basing miniatures. I even made a short about it that occasionally goes viral. I love it now. Like, I actually really like basing miniatures. Specifically big miniatures. You can do some crazy fun things with larger bases. Nate the Hoof Guy. It's amazing. You can make a YouTube channel out of anything these days. And I don't mean that as a criticism. Or like a TikTok account or whatever. There's just so much. There's just so much that can be done. Is that still a bit tacky, or is that okay? I'll give it another second. Okay. I've not tried laser cut ferns. I should give that a go. Right, there we go. That should be that done. Right, I don't see how that could possibly go anywhere now. But I'm tempted to do... You know what? There's no harm in being double super safety sure. Right, there we go. Just get that cured. There we go. Oh, come on. I've got one more bit that I want to resin, and then that'll be it. Yeah, a piece of Nurgle are lovely. Oh, no. Oh, I've got such an itch in my eye. Oh, God. Oh, it's bad. It's real bad. It's real bad. I really need to rub my eye. No. Okay, can I... yeah. No. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. That's what I needed. That's what I needed right there. Ah. Okay, drama over. Why did I pull a weird face when I put my glasses back on? Okay. Just do one little bit more. A Mortarion out of Festus and some Nurgle parts. Yeah, could be fun. Right, last bit of this. Just to make sure the tree is properly anchored in, you know. Ooh, a Fellblade and some Nurgle kits. Nice. Well, once I've done this bit, gang, I think that's going to be me done for today. But we went for a good 2.5 hours, and we're over 2/3 of the way through the goal. We're over 2/3 of the way, which is amazing. Absolutely incredible effort from you guys. There we go. Oh, God. I keep resting the torch on the model. I shouldn't do it. Thank you very much, Josh. Gamer's Grass is decent from what I've heard. Okay, there we go. Right. Now, I just want to be sure. Okay, test time. Okay, well, I think we're good. We're good. Oh, Annihilation. Love Annihilation. Absolutely fantastic film. Okay, let me see if I can... That's currently where we're at. It's a bit taller than that, actually. So yeah, that's the lad so far. That's the lad so far. He's got a tree growing out of where one arm would be. He's got another massive tree growing out of the top of him. It's janky as hell, but we knew that it would be janky. We knew it would be janky. I mean, we left massive gaps in the model to be able to ram trees into it. I'm really happy with that as a start. What I'm thinking is we might... I might see if I can get hold of some parts to have like a gibbet or something hanging down from there. Maybe have a skeleton hung from it. I'd break open the Skeleton Warriors box for that. I'd totally do that. So we've got a few things that we need to sort out. We need to sort out the weapon and the arm there. I'm thinking we go with the hammer idea, but we make it all like wrapped up in vines and stuff. That'd be pretty sick. Obviously, there's not going to be another arm. There won't be another arm. That is what that is now. That arm is just there. It's just a tree. That is going to be super easy to fill. That's going to be dead easy. We won't have a problem with that. This might be a bit trickier, but I was wondering whether we use some of the smaller horns and stuff to grow out of there, almost providing the root for the tree. I'm also seriously considering cutting up the third tree and having a bit of it growing, like the very end of it, growing out of here, because that could be pretty cool. For the face, I'm thinking we fill it full of skulls. I'm thinking skulls. Loads of skulls. That's the current plan, I think. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. It's dumb. Real dumb, but very fun. And that's the most important thing when it comes to making miniatures, isn't it? It's the fun factor. The question isn't, can you make a sensible miniature when I'm doing this? The question is, can you make a fun miniature? You know what? I've got some Nighthaunt hands. We could have some crazy stuff where there's like a bunch of arms and arms with swords like poking out of bits. We need to really think about where we placed them, but potential. There's potential here. There's potential for shenanigans. Also got scythes. I want to get some scythes in there somewhere. Some scythes would be good, because it would kind of give like a bit of a harvest feel. Oh, the only thing is, I didn't use his head. I mean, there's nothing to say we couldn't put the head in anyway, but I didn't use the head because of the antlers. Because I wanted to do something a bit different with it, but I got the antlers. So, we need to work out a way of utilising that. Because I would like to get the antlers in there. I'm looking over there because I know I've got some random stuff lying around that I might be able to do something with. For that, it's tricky. It's tricky to know what to do. Although the idea of a big mass of skulls, like filling that cavity, but then there being antlers growing out of either side, that would be pretty sick. That would be pretty sick. Okay. Alright. Something to think about. Something to consider. But this is only the first stream. We've still got 2 more. So it's not like we're out of time. We've got plenty. Just as well, because there's a lot that we need to do to this. There's a lot. There's a lot we need to do. But, guys... incredible effort for the first stream. Already hit 2,000. We are 1,000 off the goal. We've got 2 more streams to go. In the final stream, we're going to be doing the giveaway. So remember to tune in for that. I'm kind of hoping we can do a big push for that one. But yeah, already an amazing start. Already an amazing start. I'm going to go get something to eat because I'm gasping over here. I'm absolutely starving. I require food. So the next one, Blandware, it's on the Tiltify page. So there's the streams are already scheduled there. I will also schedule them on YouTube. So the next one is on the 12th. No, it's not. What am I talking about? It's on the 9th, idiot. Not you, me. So yeah, the next one is on the 9th. It's because the dates are in reverse, because Tiltify is an American company. So yeah. The next one's on the 9th. The final one is on the 13th. And it'll be the same time, 7:30 GMT. So yeah. But I will schedule it on YouTube as well, so you can see it. But again, thank you so much, everyone, for your amazing contributions. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you for the next one, where we'll continue making an insane, horrible monster. Lovely. Right, see you later, guys.